Emily Thomas, and I'm in Computer Science 101. I'm currently a sophomore English major, but I'm required to take this class to graduate.
No. Yes.
At first, I was really bummed about having to take this class. I thought I pretty much knew how to use a computer. There was some programming stuff I didn't really know about, but I didn't think it was that necessary. But I'm really glad that I took this class because I realized I knew a lot less about computers than I thought I did. During September, I think, my old laptop, the fan broke in it, and I was unable to use it because it would basically melt the inside of my computer if it overheated, and I would lose everything. Thankfully, I had backed up my computer already before it broke, and I decided that instead of replacing my fan, my computer was already a year or two old, so I said, well, I could go ahead and get a new one because it would be expensive to replace my fan anyways, especially since it was a laptop. However, this class is really helpful for me because I kind of, instead of just going, what the bleep is wrong with my computer, I was able to kind of figure out what was wrong. I was able to understand the parts inside of my computer and exactly kind of how I should go about, whether to try to fix it or to get a new computer. I really was grateful for this class because Professor Plant told us a lot of specs on what to look for a new computer. So for example, I just have an HP laptop. It's nothing really special. It does have a touchscreen, which is cool, and I'm able to put discs in it because it has a disk drive, and of course it has a webcam. And that's about all I need because I'm just an English major and I'm trying to type papers and maybe blog a little bit on the side, check Facebook. But what's really great about it is it has 6 gigabytes of RAM rather than 4, so I'm actually able to run a few more programs at once. For example, on my old laptop, I only had, I think, just about 4 gigabytes of RAM, so it wasn't, it wouldn't always work right when I had a bunch of programs open. So for example, if I had Spotify open, it'd like to crash my computer because I guess there's something going on with the RAM. I think it might have even been thrashing a little bit. But that was really cool that I was able to kind of learn more about the computer and go in there educated when I went to buy a new one, so I could make a choice for what was best for me. I also found it really helpful that we started to learn HTML. I never really knew what went into making a web page. In a sense, it was a lot easier than I thought. You don't have to be a total computer nerd to kind of figure it out. If you just basically know how to code, then you can make a web page, and I thought Expression Web was really helpful for that. I have a blog that's mostly just a personal blog, so I kind of use just a prefab code to do the layout on it. But in the future, I think it'd be useful for me if I wanted to have my own website. I could go in and design it. I do want to be an English teacher, especially creative writing, but it would be pretty cool if I could go and create my own website for students to be able to use, and be able to have that HTML knowledge to make it look cool. So that would be really useful for me. And I also thought Scratch was really cool. I made this really dumb game on Scratch. It's basically a boy who's kicking a soccer ball down this. Actually, it wasn't a game. It was just kind of follow the instructions and you'll see what happens. Video animation type thing. It wasn't really a game, but it's basically this boy who's walking down the street and he's kicking a soccer ball, and as he goes down the street, he's changing costumes, and I have it programmed to where if he touches the soccer ball will move a certain amount of steps, and also once he gets to the end, I have it to where this like unicorn pops up, and the unicorn's just like, I hate soccer. And so he goes, and you kind of like press a couple buttons and click some stuff, and the unicorn will come in and like steal the soccer ball from the boy and then just like disappear. And the boy's like, oh man, I lost my soccer ball. And it's really silly, but there's actually a lot more that goes into Scratch. Like Scratch is really user friendly, but you kind of have to, realize that there's more that goes into it. So for example, I can't just say take 10 steps, because he's not gonna like, the boy isn't gonna like walk step by step. He'll just kind of like shoot across the page. So in order to get him to walk, I had to get him to change costumes, and I had to kind of like figure out how to pause it and like kind of space it out so it looked slightly more natural. It still looks kind of funny, kind of jerky, but um, I feel like that's just, it was okay for my first Scratch project, considering I'd never done anything like it before. And as a teacher, I think that'd be something cool to where perhaps I could make a game for my students. I could even have my students make a game for like a project, have that be an option for them, and it's really user friendly, and I really liked it. Overall, this course taught me some things I definitely didn't know before. It made it easier. Like I really used it in a real life application when I went to buy my new laptop, and it's definitely going to be helpful for me in my career. So thank you so much, Professor Plant.
She's red hot like pizza supper.
I had a great semester.